Look at that sign, Old Bridge Road.
The letters are all askew. It might as well
Uh-huh.
say enter at your own risk.
It might as well be written in Comic Sans.
This
Mm-hmm.
doesn't accentuate in very flattering ways. This is so
No.
theatrical
This is a
because
Les
this
Mis
is like
costume.
she's lovely ladies. Come along and join us.
Yes.
Did this episode do it for you? Did you find it satisfying? Is Barry Williams satisfactorily enough lard-bottomed for you?
I think it could be
Lard-bottomed
more.
Barry?
Could be bigger. Can always be a little bigger. Barry.
Barry.
I got a headless body and a bloody saber.
And the wrong suspect. Tonight on Murder, She Wrote.
Ooh.
Ooh, spooky.
I'm Victor Devine.
I'm petrified.
And this
And
is
this is tonight
Tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote.
Yeah.
Episode 11 of season 3, Night of the Headless Horseman.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, just yeah, we gotta give love to a little Sleepy Hollow moment.
I want a
They
ghost
have
story
to.
so bad, and this really does it for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this one. Yeah.
This is a good one. This is a fun one. This has yet another
Absolutely.
Brady Bunch member. What the oldest brother, I
Yep.
believe,
Barry Williams?
Barry Williams,
Barry.
and Barry, who I I was not a Brady Bunch watcher as a youth per se, and it wasn't until Nick at Night got the rights for it that I even
Sure.
saw much of it.
Hmm.
Um, but I think of him first from like The Surreal Life, actually.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Which is a very different Greg Brady, isn't
it's a
it?
very different, yeah,
Yeah, well,
with crazy pants, Adrian Curry.
you know.
Uh, you know,
Oh, speaking of
uh,
Adrian Curry, have you seen the
yeah.
top model doc that's come out? I haven't watched it yet,
I
but I am
don't
lining
have.
it
All right, I'm
up.
gonna pause this. So we're gonna
Yeah.
get that. We're gonna.
We
I don't
need
have
to dig
Netflix,
in.
so
Ah,
I'm thinking of getting it for like a month and getting through a bunch of
knocking out
material.
everything. Yep.
Yeah. For there was a time where during the password shares of old, it was on the list, and then they cracked down. And I don't know if they're still cracking down because there was a big,
Sure. I
to do
remember.
about that.
Yeah.
But they're also total dicks. Like they don't do promos, they don't do free trials. They are extremely stingy. So, but I'll get to it. I'm
You
looking
gotta
forward
find a
to it.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
I do because I am an America's Next Top Model watcher, so
Me
I do
too.
need to.
Me too.
Uh, before
In
we
honor
dive
of
in,
Adrian Curry. Yeah.
do we have any housekeeping?
Yeah, I have an item of housekeeping that I would love to bring
Go
up.
ahead.
Naturally, we are a Murder She Wrote podcast, and we celebrate women authors, and we
Mm,
go to Cabot Cove so often. I want to hawk another woman author, and that is my mother, Mama Fried, has written a
mm.
book
What's the
and
subject?
had it published. So it is called The Witch of White Bay Cove. So we're going to the Cove. It takes place in
All right.
Scotland, and it's about an American witch who falls in love with a Scottish land developer. It's a lot of fun. It's a romance, so there's
Ooh.
some love and some sexy, sexy, sexy times, and a
Ooh.
proper mustache twirling villain and intrigue and secrets. And I'm so proud of her. And so I want everybody who might fall into this genre, or even if you just want to support me
Nice.
through
Yeah.
my mom,
I'll tell
check
Ellie
out.
she's a big romance. She's
Oh,
a
no
big romance
kidding.
novel
Oh,
fan.
that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let her know.
The book is called again The Witch of White Bay Cove by C. M. Howell. Yeah,
All right.
go
Is
Mama
this her first
Fried.
This is her first novel?
Yeah, it's her first book. She's actually writing a series of books, and she's already writing the second one. I help her with some of the editing, so I have some of the inside
Oh,
scoop. But
very
yeah,
nice.
I just want to celebrate that and how fucking cool it is that she has written a book. Just totally changed direction in her life and said, I'm gonna write. And she did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
fabulous.
congrats to my mom and buy her book, Amazon.
Indubitably.
Yeah,
It's available on Kindle too, folks. So
sure is. Yep.
you get into it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you for that little advertisement.
Of course. Um, we've had a few comments on the socials. We live for that. So, uh, do we have any that you want to draw attention to?
Specifically, I'd like to thank our friend on YouTube, Luis Garcia, for saying that this is good internet on our video. And you know what, Luis? I think so too. We think so too. We love
We
hearing from
have,
people. We love.
yeah, yeah. I mean, even if it's just to say, yeah, what is that all about? Or yeah, I liked that dress. Whatever. I
Hmm.
we're social beings on occasion.
Sure.
Um,
I don't hide in a cave
and
all the time.
well, not all the time.
Not all the
Let's
time.
see. On Murder She Wrote Pod, which is our Instagram, we got a few notes. So let me see. Da, 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 da. From Ariana, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is in
Yeah.
comment to last week's episode from Stage Struck, where we were discussing the set dressings.
Ah, yes.
I agree with the wicker furniture is atrocious, but I always thought that was the setup because for some reason the scene is set in a solarium or some kind of enclosed garden. I think
Huh.
that might be projection on your part, Ariana, but because I think it's meant to be like their living room or like their, yes, but I appreciate that.
I guess
I think it just
we
has a
will never
lot of
know.
windows. I know. Love the podcast.
Sunroom.
Thank you.
House of Glass. Yep.
Appreciate you. No, I appreciate that.
Oh.
Whenever I think of Solarium, I think of Sabrina, the film.
Oh, of course.
When
Which version?
going into the, well, I think of the Harrison Ford Julia Bond
Sure.
version because I am of a certain age. That was the first one I knew, and
Hmm.
I wanted to be Sabrina
Same.
when she first gets home in that fabulous black suit
How
and the
fabulous
red
is
lips.
yes,
Glorious,
the style
glorious.
icon of it all.
Um, oh, and then we have another one on one of the comments from Obituary for a Dead Anchor. This one happens to be the one on Chat Everett. I don't know if it's necessarily related to that, but it says, I enjoy the pod. You tricks are something else. Oh, by the way, would you guys ever cover the books? I know there are over 50%, 50 plus of them, I'm pretty sure. Um, Gosh, I don't know if I'm ready to commit to 50 books. But as a bonus, maybe one time we'll find one to talk about.
I think
I
that'd be a
don't
great
actually
idea.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been like a Murder She Wrote book club pod or something like that, but that would be a good niche if some Murder She Wrote fans are like, well, how do we focus about?
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds
we're
like
not
content
faggy
for the
theater people.
Patreon, right?
Yes. With my wealth of time.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. And then just also Mega Skunk said, I never realized it took him this long to show up, which was in regards to Mayor Sam Booth, who first shows up at Obituary for a Dead Anchor and
Oh,
then soon captures our hearts,
yeah, yeah. He really captures them all right. Yeah.
So thank you to
Yay,
the to
thank you,
our
community.
illustrious
Yeah.
fans. We've got 114 followers for a podcast Instagram that we don't advertise anywhere else.
Ever.
So
One of these
frankly,
days we might
and we
we
got
might
really
ratchet
bad
up a
shadow
bit, but
banned because I used to use a lot more footage from the show
hmm.
and CBS did not enjoy that. So they said we will stop recommending this channel if you keep like, okay, sorry. Jeez. Didn't mean to. I didn't
I
know.
have
So now I just use a lot of still footage.
don't have a lot of good feelings about CBS as it is, so
Well, all right, shall we dip
let's
into
do. Yes,
all
I'm
right,
ready.
so we are setting up our storyline with a little prologue where we meet
Little
what,
exposition here.
Dorian?
We meet Dorian and Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
It's very southern. It's very well, it's actually not.
It's not.
It's not. It's supposed to be sort of the Northeast, but something about her dress is very plantation to
Yes, it's
me,
very. I was
right?
gonna say, and this whole. I mean, there's not a lot of, I mean, if depending on how
Oh
old the
God, more
buildings
wicker.
are.
There's more wicker. Oh God. Oh God. Go on. Sorry.
Well, even the base
Nothing
for the
pains.
flowers is wicker. The
Yeah.
table for the um it's not so different, the North and the South at a certain time of, of history. So
Right. This is another one of those episodes that takes place during no time period whatsoever.
I
It is
know.
out
It's
of
sort of
time in its
1987.
own little
It's
bubble.
sort
Yeah.
of because even Dorian is dressed like Ichabod Crane. Like it's sort
Yeah.
of like, okay, so what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I actually love there are a lot of parallels in this episode and the Sterling Hollowell Ichabod Crane story. We get sort
Naturally.
of comparable characters drawn out of it, like Dorian here, who's our sort of lead, I suppose, our ingenue, if you will, even though he's kind of a funny looking bloke.
Our
He's our
protagonist.
Ichabod Crane, right? We have this Sarah here, who is definitely coded as like the Katrina von Tassel, and her father
Mhm.
as the Baltus van Tassel, the wealthy sort of community man landowner. By the way, Sarah, do you recognize her?
Oh, yes, but now that you've thrown it at me, I can't say it. What do we need to know?
She's Barbara McDermott from Menace Anyone.
No shit. That's
Yeah.
right. There she
I
is.
watched this all the way through and I was like, that woman is so familiar. But she's playing a totally different character here. Totally
Yes.
different character.
Yes.
So
It's all
I
coming.
loved her in
Yes, it's
that
all coming
episode
together.
too. So love to see her
You,
back.
she was your one scene wonder, I believe,
She was,
in our
yeah.
wrap up.
I thought she
Yeah.
was superb. I don't think she's as good in this because it's not as interesting a part, but
She's well, no, she's actually she doesn't get agency till the very end, which is her arc.
exactly. hmm That is
So we have
just. That does feel just, yeah.
a hooded or a headless hooded figure just through a pumpkin,
On horseback,
and
yeah.
Dorian says, "Damn you, Nate Finley." So he already knows he's getting played with.
Oh, I'd like to be played with.
Oh dear. By Barry Williams. Actually, Barry Williams is kind of our douchey hot guy for the episode.
Despicable hunk, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, despicable hunk. Yes, in the grand tradition of, say, that racist douchebag from Powder Keg,
Exactly.
and any number of frustrating human beings that the show gets. Jessica
Oh,
has entered. Now, does it specify on the station where we are,
I mean,
or
I
do they
love to
keep
see
it
it if they
fast and
do. Let's
loose
find
and
out.
stay?
If they don't, I'm just going to assume this is upstate New York because that's the fun of it, right?
That's Sleepy Hollow, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Although there are Sleepy Hollows in multiple places. There's a Sleepy Hollow in New Jersey near where I grew up.
hmm
Vermont. We're in Vermont.
There it is.
Wenton, Vermont.
He shows up in this beautiful sort of plummy colored, warm plum suit,
Again,
looking
and
lovely.
this old style car, which he says he rented because he could not possibly afford that as a college student. Uh
Wait, he's a teacher.
oh, he's a teacher, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
he's the new poetry teacher at this boys'
He's
school.
like an adjunct, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But he reads so
Like a
so little.
child.
They
Yeah.
all
He's
do. They
clearly
all
not
do.
because you can see the shadow and the wrinkles, but he is styled like like a middle school boy, right? That's what
At
vibe I'm
Wenton
getting.
Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Scottish. He's meant to be like they really did find a decent stand-in for Ichabod Crane, who is meant to sort of be spindly, but
Yep.
also
Slender,
affable.
big
Yeah.
wolfish features. Yeah. Holloway describes him as tall, lanky, big hands, big feet, big nose, no chin.
Well,
Um,
you doing your research.
I mean, I'm such a fan of the Holloway Sleepy Hollow, the Disney version, the film version. I love them all.
I do really like the Tim Burton version. I do. I really do. Yeah. We watched the I watched the Ichabod and Mr. Toad duo film
Yeah.
during the
Oh,
pandemic
sure.
because I it had been years since I had watched
hmm
it and I had forgotten
hmm
how charming. And yet something of a slow burn. It does take a while for things to
Yeah.
really
Nothing
escalate.
happens until really the last 15 minutes or so. And then it's
We're wait because it's one of
incredibly,
those things where we know the headless horseman is
yeah.
coming. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of mood building, and then finally at the end we get that enormous chase sequence that is just beautifully animated. Anyway, such a fan.
Hmm.
Go check out Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Okay, we have some character introductions here. First of all,
Yes.
Jessica is here being introduced as Dorian's mother,
Mrs. Beecher.
Mrs.
And she
Beecher.
is shocked,
Startled by
startled,
this. Yeah.
and kind of pissed.
Yeah. Oh, also at the train station, they were getting in the car, and the town doctor or dentist shows up and is like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, that brooch is falling off. You should get that fixed." And she says, "Hey, are you into jewelry?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's a hobby."
Hey, you into jewelry?
Because that's what people talk about
Hey,
when they
baby.
first meet. Uh, but remember that. Put a pin in that for later.
Yes.
Yeah.
A pin. Oh,
Oh, see, I didn't mean to do that either.
yes. I know you didn't do that. That's why I had to draw
Yeah,
attention to
yeah.
it.
Not that clever.
So Dorian is admitting that he is afraid that his pedigree will not be enough for uh, the father of his lady friend to find him worthy because he does not have parents. He's an orphan.
Right.
And we know him as a former student of Jessica's, right?
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
where
right.
we, that sounds,
I mean,
that
that's what
sounds
all
like
of
a
these adult people are, right? How,
frequently.
well, because he's a writer, he's a poet, so actually he may be. Oh, she was asked by an orphaned literary protege.
Protege.
That's who he
Okay.
is. So
Yeah,
they've
I think
clearly
former
worked
student,
together
former student.
as writers before. Because she said earlier, like, "Oh, I didn't know you were working for a living," and I was like, "How else are you making some money, girl?
Mm.
Gotta pad that bank
He gives
account."
me a little bit of a, oh, there's another character he reminds me of just a touch. I guess make him a little more confident and douchey. He reminds me of that poet in that awards episode with Hemsley.
Oh yeah, yeah. What is his name?
I don't remember.
I think I like Dorian better.
Oh, we get a quick glimpse of Barry Williams on a
Yeah,
horse. Oh,
as
baby.
Nate Finley
Who just hates Dorian and is
hates him,
such.
and
We all know
apparently
this guy. We all know
doesn't
this
like
guy. This
others
guy
very
is
often either. Yeah.
he's that sort of charismatic douchebag who has gotten by on his looks and sex appeal,
An
frankly,
own sense of
and
self-importance.
probably some rich money. It's probably some money. He's
Oh
probably
yeah,
probably comes
there's
from money.
some connection or nepotism here. Okay, Sarah, what are you wearing now? What is this?
Sarah, plain and tall. Uh,
Honestly,
this is this is a plaid pilgrim's dress, which is accentuated by her very long torso. So she
yes.
looks like olive oil.
It olive oil. This also looks like a muumuu in a way. Like
It's
something about it
it's
is it ain't right.
it's not tight. It doesn't fit right. It
Yeah.
doesn't fit right.
That being said, I will
Um,
say it does sort of make this timeless, right? It does sort of
yes.
contribute to this episode being out of time. So I suppose we'll give him credit for that, but it is ugly. This might be
We
on my running
have
for worst worst look of the season.
ah! So we have the stableman is chasing after horses because some little kids from the boys' school just let them
Hmm.
loose because that's their idea of a prank, I guess. Uh,
These kids are bored. They need something better to
yeah.
do. These three little munchkins who keep causing trouble.
So I gotta say, so one of the insults that Dorian throws at Nate is he calls him lard-bottomed, which is basically saying your ass is so fat. I have noticed, Nate
Watch where you're
Finley,
going,
that your
fat
ass
ass.
is thick.
Yeah, too many Caltine bars.
My God. I'm not, no, I think actually he should say exactly how he's doing. I think
Maybe
he's
keep eating
doing
more, in
just
fact. You're doing great, Nate. You're doing great.
oh, we have new characters. Gosh, we're really throwing them in.
I
Fritz
know.
Weaver is back. He is our judge from that Tough Guys Don't Die.
Yes,
He is returned.
that's
He's actually in
right.
many Murder She Wrote, and he is Sarah's father.
A consummate professional character actor, too, this guy. He's
And this
Sarah's
young
father.
lady
He's the
here,
Baltus Van Tassel character.
yeah,
Community man,
sort of
lots of
unapproving,
say.
disapproving.
Does he own the school? I think he is the owner of the school, right?
Something like because this lady here is the dean, right?
She's the administrator.
Administrator. So maybe he's
Yeah.
the dean.
Her name's Catherine, is that right?
That sounds right. Hope
Catherine. That sounds right.
Hope Lang, as Charlotte New Hampton.
Catherine. Oh, Charlotte, not
Charlotte.
Catherine. Did you see that headshot on IMDb for her, by the way?
Yes, she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Very, very Donna Reed. Very
Yeah.
much of that styling. Very Oh, right. She was the film version, sorry, the TV version of The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. That's right. That's
No
right.
shit. Okay. She is also in the
Yes.
gay
Because
Nightmare on Elm Street as one of the parents.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good in this. She has a
Hmm.
little bit of meat. She's a little sexy. This is another one where the older like the older college professor in the style of Polly Bergen is given a young
Hmm.
filly because she
Yeah.
and Barry Williams
They got a thing.
are they got a thing.
They got something going on.
Let's
Well,
get a little of their
absolutely.
tete-a-tete if we may. Before we get to that, Dorian has been introduced to both of them. They think that Jessica is his mother,
Yeah.
and
Well, okay. The backstory behind that is he's in love with Sarah. Sarah's father, the community man, is all about lineage and ancestors and family trees and all that, frankly, boring nonsense.
he
But
wants
we
her to
need it
be
for the
good enough
story.
for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he doesn't like Dorian because he doesn't know his parentage. And that's why Jessica is being brought in as the mother figure, essentially to make Dorian's love life better, which is such a weird, selfish thing to do.
and he didn't tell her, and
No,
he didn't like all of this yeah, it's messy. It's messy.
this shit
All
happens
right,
to
now
her
we're in
all
this.
the time.
She's so thrown off. We're having a little moment in this table here. Let's get a little.
You're not going riding, Nate. It's dark out and there's a storm coming up.
You're concerned about me, Charlotte. It's nice.
I want you to stay away from Edwin's daughter. Satisfy your needs elsewhere.
Is that an order or an offer?
I don't have any slack on this thing, Nate. Stay away from her or I'll have to get a new riding instructor.
I don't think you want to do that, Charlotte. Man gets fired, he fights back. I don't think Edwin would understand your attraction to me. The proper headmistress, the riding instructor. Very juicy.
Don't threaten me, Nate.
No, my daddy always taught me that one good threat deserves another.
Hmm.
So, I mean, obviously, what we're doing here is we're setting up. Everyone doesn't like this guy.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, I think we know where this is going. So,
I think
who is
so.
responsible for his eventual death?
I mean, the setup is
Um,
so clear,
it's so
right?
clear.
It's so
It's
clear.
so abundant. It's so
It's nice. We
abundant.
don't have to think about it. It lays it out for us. Oh my God. Sorry, detour.
Yes.
My favorite
Moment to
character in the
Bobby.
episode, we have
Bobby.
Bobby, the waitress, played by Judy Landers. Um, Bobby is
Bright-eyed
giving me Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors.
with a little laughing Goldie Hawn.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
She
excellent.
is. Yeah. Look at those big eyes,
Hmm.
accentuated by the blush. She's so I
She's a
want her
Muppet.
story. I love it.
And look at her
Yes,
in
I
this
love it.
in this colonial garb outfit for her waitress uniform.
Well, because she's thin, she's tall, she's sort of gangly. Like
Hmm.
this doesn't accentuate in very flattering ways. This is so
No,
theatrical. This is
very.
so yeah.
This is a Les
Because this
Mis
is like
costume.
She's lovely ladies. Come along and join us.
Yes, basically.
Um, and because this is at the
Little
pub
pub,
or
something.
restaurant, yeah,
Tavern. We'll call it a
because
tavern.
tavern,
That's
that's
very
good.
appropriate for the
Where
style.
all of the servers are dressed like wenches
Yeah.
because yeah, very we haven't
Well,
seen this since Joshua Peabody's at the interstate.
that's true. This is more
I
tasteful.
wonder.
This is more tasteful.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'll say this is more
It's not as
immersive.
tacky. How about that? It's less
There we go.
tacky.
Yeah. It's a little more Disney level of budget, right? This isn't roadside attraction. This is we got money.
I do love this set. It's
Gorgeous, right?
it
Yeah.
does read again very theatrical because everything's on
Hmm.
one side, so everything is very clearly
Yeah.
filmed on a set. Like it's not immersive in that regard.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We never
This
see the other side of the room.
it's very theatrical, right? This is a
Yeah.
proscenium stage
They
here.
brought this in from the stage version of Oliver. Like
Basically. Just doctored it. No, they didn't even need to do anything to it.
they didn't have to do anything.
We got to give it to
We had
this
a little
sequence.
scuffle.
Yeah, Nate Finley walked in, saw Dorian, and immediately started causing trouble. And of course, they get into a fight. But Dorian threw the first punch, and
He
it was a
did.
good one.
It was a
Kind of
good
hot,
one.
Dorian. Kind of hot.
It's very wipes the blood off his face.
And he says, I think something's broken. I think he broke something.
Pour me a whiskey.
I mean, that's what I
And
want. If my
Dorian
mouth is like
is
bleeding, I want to mix it with whiskey. That's exactly, and swallow it.
well, just a little dull the pain.
You know. Dorian storms off into the night.
And there's this little kid, not little. He's like I get everyone
Maybe
looks so
like
young or
11,
so old.
10 or 11,
Really?
maybe
Is he meant to
12.
be that young? All
Okay,
right.
let's give it a solid 13.
Okay. All right. That sounds
And he's
possible.
sort of the leader
But
of this little gang of boys.
we saw him release the horse that
Hmm.
made the stableman pissed off.
Yeah.
And he's a child actor actually. I recognize him from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, as well as
Oh
some other
my God.
series. Yeah, it's been quite a while, but
With Jane
yeah,
Seymour.
Jane Seymour.
Used to watch that
Also,
with my
probably
grandparents.
some of these costumes would be appropriate for.
Carryovers. Yeah. This is
Exactly.
the same set, in fact. Uh,
Uh, but we
Dorian has
saw him. He
gone
was
to
very,
find Sarah. Yeah.
yeah. And she's not there, so we're
Walking along
establishing that he has no
Old Bridge
alibi
Road. Look at that sign, Old Bridge Road. If that's not a
with
theater
the
prop, I don't
letters.
know what is.
The letters are all askew. It might as well
Uh-huh.
say "Enter at your own risk."
It might as well be written in Comic Sans.
There's
Uh,
some ruffians who are mocking him.
while Dorian is
Oh yes,
wandering back home.
because during the scuffle, Dorian knocked a saber off the wall, and he picks it
Yeah,
up and holds it menacingly at Nate Finley.
yeah.
And before the sheriff says, "All right, put that down, boy. What are
Break
you
it up,
doing?"
boys. Break it up, boys. Now
These
these
ruffians have dropped said saber at his feet while he's at
yeah.
the bridge just to fuck with him.
I mean, but also like kind of nice. Give him some self-protection. Now he's good to go.
No, yes.
They were doing a service.
Here's your
Oh,
what do you
so
yeah.
so he's walking on this old bridge road, and I want to highlight the music in this episode because the score is so creepy fun. It has this weird sort of harpsichord organy grind to it.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. It's so unique in the Murder She Wrote scores and really is leaning into the genre nod that we're doing here. And not all of them do this. So meow 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 meow.
He's been approached by a cloaked figure.
On a horseback.
He holds the sword up and is knocked off. And
Hits his head on a
he hits
rock.
a rock.
He could have
Yeah,
died. This
he
could
really
have
could have
killed this
died.
man.
This would have killed somebody else in a different episode.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it did. I think it did.
but that has knocked him out. Now, presumably, that figure on the horse was Nate Finley. Why wouldn't it have been?
He's the one that's been terrorizing this part. By the way, Nate Finley running around town dressed as the headless horseman just to be a dick to people. What a bore.
I
What a
know.
bore.
I
Get a
know.
life, man. Well, not
uh,
anymore, but
but it is now morning, and Dorian has stumbled into the stables looking for Nate Finley. Jessica is driving by or biking on Old Bridge Road. They made a point to mention that Dorian rented her a bike,
which is very sweet.
and
We have to make sure she has a way to get around, right?
she does. Yes, we
Yeah.
do, because
I love the
otherwise
functionality of that, right?
she would never would have come across this crime scene.
Yeah. We have a little bit of the sheriff here. This is an episode where the sheriff doesn't play a strong role in the story or the mystery. What do you think of him?
Um, he's neither here nor there for me. He's just sort of
Yeah,
functional in this regard.
he's a very
He doesn't.
handsome
I mean,
man, I will
he has to
say.
expose Jessica.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Don't you think?
He does. The sheriff is not particularly my
Not.
speed, but he's fine. I by no
I think you're
means.
crazy. This is Doug
Oh,
McClure as the sheriff. He is really beautiful. He was in Maverick, the movie. Oh,
okay,
this is a character actor for sure.
sure.
All right, I guess that's all I had to say about him. He's a good-looking guy.
That's fine.
Moving
You
on.
wanted me just to.
Moving
You
on.
just wanted me to co-sign. He's
And
here
you
because
wouldn't
he
budge.
needs. I wouldn't. I'm too busy thinking about Nate Finley. So he is here to have seen the scuffle. He's here to act in an official capacity, finding the body because Nate Finley has been killed,
Hmm.
and he has been decapitated, which is
Yay!
very specific for Murder, She Wrote, because not since
Trish.
A Dog's Life have we had a decapitation. And they don't even actually specify decapitation in that one. It could have
Right,
just been a massive head trauma.
right. I mean, we kind of
But
knew a decapitation was
we kind
coming
of
with the
know.
Headless Horseman story, but
Sure, sure.
yeah.
And he has his riding boots on, but they're on the wrong feet.
I don't know what about you, but this made me think of Best in Show.
Where
And
he has two left
that
feet.
hilarious Eugene Levy
Uh
performance.
Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara.
Honestly,
Yes.
this one's for
But
you.
they know it's Nate because he has, a
A tattoo.
specific physique, and he also has this hideous snake tattoo on his what is that, your forearm?
You don't like the snake tattoo? That didn't turn
I
you
got it.
on?
And it's just bad work. I don't mind
Yes, it is.
tattoos, but it looks like it was done by someone who said, I have this new kit. Can I try it on you?
This is a
Um,
homemade tattoo. Wait, is this a tattoo that is on Barry Williams' arm, or is this a prop
no, that
tattoo?
is
Okay.
absolutely a prop. That
I was
no,
like,
yeah,
because if he showed up with that tattoo, what are we doing here?
no, 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 no,
No.
no. He's too. I mean, actually, frankly, I don't even know what Barry Williams was doing around this era.
I think he was
I
doing
don't
a
know if he
lot of
was
this kind of
working that
work.
much.
I think he was doing a lot of character work and guest work.
So this is what, 87?
And they would have been
Because
doing,
sometimes,
well, they also
uh,
had Brady movies, like several Brady movies that were
they
happening
did,
over
and
the
this
years.
there was one in the 81, and then there was a bit of a break until 88, and
Yeah.
then there was that attempted reboot or sequel series, The Brady's,
The Brady
and that
sisters,
didn't
right?
last. Just the Brady's. I believe it's just the Brady's.
Well, because there was a
Um,
spinoff that had the two sisters, Jan and Marcia, and their husbands too, and that didn't work either.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he was basically just sort of writing that and then doing like an episode of Full House, an episode of Policewoman. Um,
Wow. Deep
yeah,
cut.
indeed. But he's still around. He's also a writer, and let's see. 1954. That would make him what?
He that would make him, oh, he's in his 72,
70s?
71, 72.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has a memoir called Growing Up Brady. I was a teenage Greg.
Yeah.
Uh
Do you like the Brady Bunch movies, by the way?
yes, I do. Yes,
I
I
think
do.
they're brilliant. They're so
As
good.
someone who did not really care about the show growing up and
Yeah.
didn't dislike it, just didn't care about it, I found even a very self-referential movie. I like the sequel a lot too.
Oh, it's so
So
fun. Yeah.
I saw them both in theaters, I want to say. That's so specific and odd, but yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
incidentally, our Greg Brady in that movie is one of our Golden Girls guest stars too. Kevin, the football player.
Hmm.
Yep. Love it. Anyway, detouring back to
Yes.
the Hollow.
Well, because we're just sort of meandering at this
Yeah.
moment. We'll get to excitement again,
Yeah.
but right now,
Jessica was
Jessica
exposed as
has
being
exposed.
not his mother, and as Jessica Fletcher, of course,
She
has to
was really
explain
bad at it
herself.
because even the sheriff, when he first sees her, she's like, "Oh, have you seen your son?" She's like, "My son?" Like, Jessica, it was 20 minutes ago. Like
It's the
you
one
can't.
thing.
And she's
It's
usually really
it's the
good
one
about
rule to
lying,
follow. Yeah.
but that's
I
really just for us. That's
I
really
really love
just
when she
for
gets sort of roped into lying when she doesn't want to, like with Michael Haggerty or even Harry Pierce.
she gets so flustered,
I know. She's not an
hoodwinked.
actor. She's a set painter, okay? We've learned this. And not a very good
Pull
one.
the brush, this one.
I can't get the perspective right.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, and that means that uh or what's his name? Doesn't Edwin? Is that his name?
Fritz. Fritz?
Fritz. Fritz Weaver
Yes.
as Edwin
Fritz Weaver.
DuPont
Yeah.
does not like him anymore, or doesn't like her because he's mad that she deceived him.
Good grief, look at Sarah's
And we
outfit.
have another questionable fashion choice from
We
Sarah.
need an entry on our Instagram that's just Sarah's fashion. Wow, 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 wow. This poor girl.
I'll take that for the team. All right.
Take it on.
I
Everybody's
do
so
like
unpleasant here.
I know, but I do like how committed Fritz Weaver is to this type of role. He's
Hmm.
very unpleasant as the judge in that other episode as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And then when we finally get to him as the French detective in A Fashionable Way to Die, where he's her Watson, essentially, he's
Hmm.
actually quite charming. And it's I
That's
enjoy,
surprising, eh? Huh?
yeah,
After playing
yeah.
these real nasty characters, frankly.
Which probably is like his what he's hired for. Like,
Yeah.
what else are you gonna get? What else are you gonna get him for?
Yeah. There's a lot
So
going on in this
Jessica
episode because Jessica's now talking to this boy, this okay, now that I'm
Todd,
looking at him, he looks a little older. Maybe he was more like 14. Um, you know what? I have no sense of age anymore. If you are under 23, I have no idea. You might as well all be the same age as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And also this era is difficult to
Hmm.
understand as well.
Hmm.
He is actually between 17 and 19, the actor. So I
In
don't know if he's
this,
playing much. Yes, that actor
oh
happens to
my
be.
God.
Yes, I
See
looked him
what
up. Brendan Douglas was
this is what I'm
born in
saying.
68. Exactly. But I mean, that's one of the reasons Jessica was hired for so many things, because she looked older than she was.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you look younger then, uh,
That is
there are
true.
still people who are playing, Jenny Ortega is still playing teenagers.
Do you know what I also just learned? And I should have known this, but Herb Edelman, who played Stan Spornak, was 11 years
Mm.
younger than B. Arthur.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Isn't that wild? They
I
really
mean,
seem so matched.
they do. But again, styling is so different and
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
that
it's hard
hair,
to be sure. I gotta say,
that 80s
that
hair
means he
ages a
was in his
lady.
40s. That's a rough couple 40s. That I mean,
That's a
I'm just
rough
I am.
couple
That's my
40s.
age. I mean, that's
True, I
I look
know.
at some of these folks and I'm like, I'm 42
And we look like
and
cherubs.
well,
Well,
you know, I have my mother's chubby cheeks
a
that
good
I lean
and a
into.
good skin lotion, a good glass of water every
Mm,
night before bed. Yeah.
water. Uh,
Okay, now
all
we
right, so
are with
we
these three
are.
kids who are they know something. They saw something. These little scalawags.
I know the fact that he's 18 is so weird.
That is I'm I'm trying to make sense of this right now.
So there's like some weird like the skulls thing happening there. Like they read very like fraternity cult. Like it's
This
like
is
a
the
clubhouse,
Illuminati.
guys.
Yeah.
Like you're all 12. What are we doing here?
Hmm.
Um, but
Joshua
he's saying
Jackson
he
is there
saw
somewhere.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He saw something, and they're like, "No, you didn't." Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
They'll explain.
Oh, so we're back with Charlotte, whose performance is so measured and
Mhm.
chill that I kind of forget she's in it. But she is a viable suspect in this story too, because she had some sort of uh
Dalliance
yeah, with Nate
with Nate,
Finley. And
which
so
they
she
don't actually
has
specify was an affair. It could have just been a flirtation,
it's kind of implied, but it's not laid out for us.
right?
But I also kind of like that we don't really know if they've stooped or not. Yeah. Oh, and this other little plot line, someone's stealing money from the school.
Yeah, and there was a note that indicates, let's see, so the dean is pulling it out, or the administrator's pulling it out, and it says, why don't you find out who is stealing, Steeling money?
And money is
It's in
Monie.
it's in that stylized Drake lettering, the if
Yeah.
you're reading this kind of thing.
Yeah. We might as well have like a Polly Bergen School for Scandal style note here, though. I want those cutout
With a
letters,
bent
damn it.
E. I want that
Yeah.
bent E.
Oh yeah.
Give
Uh,
me that bent E from Roddy McDowell. Uh,
salacious.
missed opportunities in episode titles.
Hmm.
Um, oh, also we have this interesting. Dorian is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That we
Yeah.
have sort of forgotten this. He has been frequently drinking, and I mean, there's nothing else to do around here. Like,
No, it doesn't seem like it. A little town teaching boys all day and then nothing to do in the evening except flirt with Bobby at the tavern.
Bobby
God,
here in
she's fun. Oh, can we actually
this
hear her a
beautiful
little bit?
necklace. Yeah, in this beautiful necklace that our dentist recognized. Again, he's interested in jewelry,
Yeah.
and she indicates that Nate Finley gave it to her, thinking he's going to get somewhere, which he
Hmm.
won't.
Ew.
Meh, meh, meh. Oops! Oh fuck! I turned it. Hang on. Ah, there we go.
Would have scared me half to death.
Just a moment. Bobby, you mean you actually saw Nate Finley disguised as the Headless Horseman?
Oh, no, ma'am, not exactly. But I did see him riding through town on gunshot. His black cloak flying behind him, the black floppy hat pulled down over his head. He was real spooky looking.
That's how I saw him.
When was that?
It was just before closing time. I stepped out to get some air, maybe 11:30 or so.
Odd. The sheriff said that Nate was here until 10:30. Now, where was he during that hour?
Well, not with me. You want another one of those?
Oh, yeah, please. And bring a couple more olives. I didn't get any lunch.
She is, and he immediately breaks a tooth.
Yeah, on an olive. On an olive.
I don't know. Those pits are deadly.
They really are. You know,
Um,
I once chipped my
but
tooth on a Brussels sprout, so I believe it's possible.
I also like to point out that
Immediately at the
this
dentist's
is
office.
Judy. This is Judy Landers,
Immediately.
right?
Yeah, as Bobby,
This
the
is
waitress.
also, yeah. There is also a sister named Audrey Landers,
That
and
name
they
sounds familiar.
We're both in Playboy.
I
What?
mean, I didn't want to say it, but
She
she
reads
reads kind of a pinup girl for sure.
1983. Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
surprised it wasn't like Leg Show or something. Yeah.
She's lovely here.
Yeah. So she's there's a little I'm not quite sure this weird I don't know this when we get to the dentist we start the mood shifts a little
Yeah.
and Jessica's starting to put pieces together and
Hmm.
the dentist who has come across as sort of non-essential to the plot
Yeah.
really
Extra,
it's we're
really.
starting to focus on him and Jessica's putting it together all of a sudden and like something's up with this dentist because didn't Barry Williams go to the dentist or say something was broken on his
He
tooth
said it was
when
broken. Yeah. Um,
so it's
well,
all
so
and
there's a
also
lot of
we knew Nate Finley was the headless horseman so why cut his head off it wasn't to hide his
right,
identity so what
right.
was that all about.
Well, and there's another little plot point that we have totally missed here. That is okay. So
Mm,
what do they call the stable keeper, the old
mm.
Swedish man? He lost a daughter the summer before Dorian was hired. The daughter was the poetry teacher, and she died in an accident in the lake. She drowned in an automobile. And
Rumor has it there was somebody with her.
there may have been a man in the car with her. But so our
Ted
stable
Kennedy
keeper,
style.
our stable keeper is her father. And cut to scene right now where our three hoodlums, our little boys, are watching our keeper bury a bag that looks suspiciously about the size of a head. The
Yeah,
morbidity of this, I can't get enough of. I love this so much. And it's the spooky music playing, the kids looking through the
yeah,
dark, watching this old man bury what's theoretically a head. Love it.
yeah. This is Guy Stockwell, who is the younger brother of Dean Stockwell from Quantum Leap. Very handsome man in his youth.
Hmm.
He is later Elmo in an episode of Murder She Wrote, which is an important episode because that's the Barbitals episode.
Mm.
This is the same actor. Um, I think he's very convincing in this. I like him in this. He'll always be Elbow to me, so that's the
Yeah.
episode I always think of him as.
Hmm.
But and his father was Harry Stockwell, who was also in uh, early films. He was
Yeah.
famous for oh gosh, the singing voice of the prince in Snow White.
Really?
Yes.
The
The
original
original
Snow
Snow
White.
White from the 30s, his father, Harry Stockwell, was the voice of the singing. He dubbed him.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And then of course his brother is Dean
Nepo
Stockwell, who
baby.
will also show up in Murder She Wrote in one of my
Hmm.
favorite episodes, which is the Broadway episode.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, just a little lit. Speaking of lineage,
There bro. Jessica is now meeting with these boys. She followed them to their
yeah,
secret
there's
club.
this
Look at their
is it
clubhouse. Look
a
how fun this
I know.
is.
This is why I say it looks like a skull like this is culty.
Uh-huh.
Let's got a little moment here.
When I was a little girl, if you knew the secret knock, it entitled you to enter. Well, now let me see. It's Robert, Todd, and Brendan. Is that right? Now, boys.
She puts down a stool, sits down, and says, "Let's talk turkey."
If the sheriff had
This is where we really get a good vibe of her as a school teacher
I was thinking the same
because
thing.
again,
Yeah. She
we
knows
always
exactly
know
how to
how she
talk to these
talks.
boys. Yep.
Hmm.
She
And
treats them
it's
as
not
real people too.
right. Yeah, I smell a prank. She's not threatening,
No.
and one of the reasons that they're so on edge is because basically at this boys' school, it's got to be disciplinary. Like there's got to be like stakes, and
Sure.
it's like
Well, I think we're on a holiday right now, so these are the only three kids around because they make a reference to, oh yeah, their parents didn't want them home for the holiday. I don't know what holiday it is, some sort of fall break maybe, but
Thanksgiving, maybe.
maybe yeah. So it's just these three kids carrying around here.
And they
Right.
are witnesses to that possible head burying. So that's where they are now. They are brought to this table. They're like, okay, kids, let's gather around. Let's
Yeah,
open up this bag
we got
that
the
they've
sheriff and the
uncovered.
deputy. Charlotte's here and the three boys, and they're in the stables. I actually really love the nuance of this moment, the way Jessica shields the boys from seeing a head being revealed, right?
That is good.
It's
That is a good
very, very
detail.
maternal, right?
Very good detail.
She may not be
So
Dorian's mother, but she's mothering these
this
boys right
aired
now.
this aired January 4th, so this may have also been indicating a
Holiday.
post-Christmas.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's in the box? What's in the box? I love
Gwyneth
how
Paltrow's
everyone's like,
head.
anger, wrath.
Exactly.
Oh no, it's just
And
some
it's
money.
money.
It's greed, actually.
Exactly. Uh, I love a big box of money. That's fun.
No head, just money. That sounded
And
sexual.
it did a little
It
bit.
did, yeah.
Our stable man is pissed because that's his property.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, it's not
and
really.
no, he stole the
He's the one that's
money.
stealing money. I actually really love the twist here, and it's because he's trying to afford a detective or a PI to find out how
What happened to his daughter?
his daughter Gretchen,
Yeah.
which is so
So
sad.
it's sort of it's a noble thief
And
to a
he's not
certain
even like
degree,
ashamed that he's been caught stealing because like this is what I have to do to find justice for my daughter.
which frankly, he could have sued the fuck out of that school probably as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the
if it
idea
happened
is
on the
that
grounds,
he's like an immigrant who's sort of in his own lane, and this is the way he thinks he has to take care of this.
yeah, that's true. That's,
Yeah.
of that, oh, and we see a headshot of his daughter,
Hmm.
and she has this distinctive gold necklace
What
that looks an
jewelry?
awful lot like the one that Bobby was wearing.
I'll be damned.
It also happens that that exact same headshot, which is basically like I mean, it looks like a graduation photo, uh, is in the dentist's office.
Sure is. Why is
So
that?
things are
Did
oh,
we
as Jessica
already
says, the pieces are starting to fit.
know why that picture was in the dentist's office, or is that revealed now?
It's coming up right
It's revealed
here.
now. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jessica's meeting our dentist friend at the tavern. I love the tavern empty now with all the chairs up. Love
Yeah,
it.
good detail.
This set is everything. I want to play in this set. It's so much fun.
It goes
It looks like
ba,
Gaston's Tavern, right?
ba, ba. Yeah. Little Lloyd Fauntleroy painting in the
Hmm.
corner there.
Yes, yes.
The tankards on display.
Hmm.
And Jessica says, "Hey, dentist, let's talk about your girl. You said you were touring in Italy when she died. Huh?"
Where were you? Huh? Huh? He was in Italy when she died.
Uh,
Um,
she was, but that gave her opportunity to see another gentleman.
hmm. Who could it be?
That gentleman happened to be the only game in town with his lard-bottomed jeans, Nate Finley. And
Sheriff is
so
waiting in
it
the
turns out
wings, obviously.
underneath the maze of
Oh.
corn.
It's the
Um,
necklace. The necklace gave it away, and his sort
yeah.
of interest in jewelry, which is a little bit of like piecing it together, a little circumstantial here, that he
He made it
happens
for
to
her, right?
he made it for her. He
Yeah.
made this beautiful necklace for his
Beloved.
betrothed Gretchen, who was the daughter of our stable keeper. Gretchen died, so why is the necklace on Bobby? Because Nate, that
Nate
motherfucker,
took it
took the
from
necklace
Gretchen,
and gave it to Bobby.
a dead woman's necklace.
Could never. Could never.
Could never. Could never.
What that means is, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the one that was in the car with her.
Yeah.
So essentially, he let her
He's
die.
our Ted
Nate
Kennedy.
Finley let Gretchen die and took the necklace and then gave it to another woman who he had a crush on, who he wanted to get with.
And he had so many options.
Yeah.
Like he was already with the dean or the administrative woman. He's probably he's made his way around town. And when he got
Well, he's going after
his not
Sarah
his
too. He's trying
yeah,
to get with Sarah, which Sarah seems not interested whatsoever in him, so I don't know
he's dipping
what
his
that
fingers in
dynamic
all the
is, but
pies.
yeah.
So he got his block knocked, and then he went to the dentist because our dentist could fix his teeth. When our dentist figured out that he was the one, he said, "Well, let me kill you, and I better cut your head off so that no one knows you saw me because I just put
I
new
will
dental
fix your
work in
teeth.
you."
Yeah. Yeah. What an
Yeah,
excellent detail.
yeah.
Love it. I love it. And this guy who's playing the doctor, he's such a gentle guy, right? His presence is so easy and sweet and lovely.
To have to specify he cut his head off,
Right?
like that's not an easy task. There's a lot going on in our necks.
He did this over the course of an hour. He did all this dental
Yeah.
work, killed this man, and chopped his head off, got
Oh, and then
dressed.
tried to frame him as
Yeah.
the headless horseman.
Yeah.
He had to do a little masquerade party.
Yeah. We're in a little flashback scene. I love he takes a dental pick and stabs this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Because he was drunk, disorderly, and sort of mocking the death of his former
Can
beloved.
we hear a little bit of his confession? I think it's a good one. I like that he's a sweet character who's done something wrong.
Tooth. He was in a lot of pain, cussing out Dorian. And just like you figured, Mrs. Fletcher. By then I knew he was the one. But I just kept working on that tooth, trying to figure out something to do. And then he saw Gretchen's picture. He started talking about her. He was drunk out of his mind. Just the way he'd been that night when he drove her car to the river and swam off to save his own skin without trying to help her. Oh, yes, he told me all about it. I got dizzy. My head was pounding. Suddenly, I just took a pick and jabbed it into his neck.
Into his neck.
Didn't take long to die.
There would have been so much blood spatter.
His horse
Uh-huh.
back. And I knew that I had to make it seem that he'd ridden out of town, that the killing took place out in the country, so I
Ooh,
stripped off his
shirtless.
Hi. Hi.
on, and I rode out of town, making a big ruckus so his folks would notice. And out on the road near the school, I nearly ran down Dorian. Poor guy. Scared the heart out of him. And it came to me. Dorian threatening Nate. The headless horseman. It all seemed so perfect. Dorian was lying there out cold, so I let the horse go and I rushed back to town.
So he left and then had to go back. Like it was like
He had a
so
lot to do
much
that
back and
night.
forth.
It was quite a to-do
Busy.
list. Yeah.
It's Nate in the outfit.
Works fast too.
Got on the wrong feet.
And that's how the boots go.
Took the saber and
Because this man dressed this headless dead body in this costume. Wowza.
He's so resigned.
Gretchen was the best thing that ever happened to me. Since she died, it's been going through the motions.
It's
No,
really
no, 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 no.
sad.
It is
'Cause-
very sad.
And frankly, Nate deserved to die.
I mean, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no well, even that's
He's responsible
where we
for the
have to get
death
into
of Gretchen,
the ethics of
right?
people deserving to die. It's
Well, I know. I shouldn't
but
say it
yes,
so
I know.
glibly, but you know what I mean? Like this guy had it coming. He did a lot of terrible things.
Yes,
He's
fine.
very
It's
much
fine that he's gone. How about that?
Yeah,
It's really okay that
he
he's
is a
gone.
powder keg victim. He's the same archetype. He is just a miserable, mean, dangerous
It's an interesting
person who had to
detail.
go.
Dorian has been looking for Sarah, and Sarah is suddenly at the train station, all dressed up like schoolmarm, clutching a Jessica Fletcher novel in her hand. I believe that is dirge for a
Uh-huh.
dead dachshund.
Uh-huh.
Or no, those are
Do
the
you
umbrella
think
murders.
so
That's the
I've
umbrella murders.
do you think she's dressing like Jessica here? Do you think she's trying to like channel Jessica Fletcher with that book clutched? Because this
A
looks like
little,
something Jessica might wear.
not with that frill. This is a little more
Don't you
polyurban than she
remember
would
the blue
go.
dress, sir?
I
Don't you
remember
remember
the
the
blue.
blue dress?
Uh, I think it's her. I think it's what she thinks she's supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
She's also
yeah.
had so much, but she's basically saying, Jessica, I read your umbrella murders, and after talking to you, I realized that all of the men in this town suck. So I'm leaving.
Yeah. This is
You've
the real
taught me to be
justice here.
independent.
When we kind of were talking about other things when it happened, but she had a full-on blowout fight with her father saying, I'm not your daughter. You just want me here as your housekeeper. I'm peacing out. Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what? In an episode full of men controlling women, it's really nice to see Sarah
Yeah.
step into her own.
It's interesting because he sort of is the Grady of this episode. He's
Yeah.
the lovelorn, hapless schmuck.
Dorian, yeah.
Yeah. And then the girl leaves him in the end. So I have to wonder if
Very Grady.
Grady was actually in the first draft or something, and they were like,
Uh-huh.
"Well, we can let's make him somebody else. Let's play with this." The Headless Horseman. Satisfying episode.
It's yeah,
Um,
really fun. There's actually a lot of pieces in this, right? Like there's the jewelry detail, the boys who are sort of eavesdropping and causing trouble. There's a lot of suspects.
the embezzled money.
The embezzled money.
Um, a lot of world building, which is good because you need, especially when Jessica
Hmm.
goes into a new world that's not Cabot Cove, we
Hmm.
need a lot of things to feel lived in.
Yeah, especially if it's out of
Otherwise,
time and space
it's
like this one is.
yeah, yeah, where everyone's sort of living in the past, and yet,
Except Charlotte.
yeah, it's so
She seems to be the only like mindful thinker in this bunch. Everybody else is either a gas bag or a dick.
or acting like they're in uh an old Betty Davis movie, like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Foxes. I mean, yeah,
Oh, it's
it's
very little foxes, right? Yeah.
you know, just a little. I mean, the
Hmm.
just the gowns, beautiful gown,
Hmm.
ugly gowns,
Ugly
Gown-
gowns.
gowns, ugly gowns.
You
Um,
know, it's interesting. Sarah is one of the more fascinating characters in this because now that I'm thinking about it, I think the costuming is really effective because in this scene with Dorian at the beginning, she's wearing that big plantation yellow dress, right? Because
debutantes,
she's sort of
yeah,
swept up in the romance of Dorian
cotillion.
and his poet, the cotillion, little Mei Ling's coming out party. Uh, uh, and then when she's around her father, she's wearing those dowdy, oversized, shapeless things. And at the end, when she leaves town, she's fully channeling
An
like a
independent
big business
professional
bitch,
woman.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's a very mutable character, and she's fun
We
here.
get we get an arc through costuming, and that
Hmm.
is a good detail,
Yeah,
particularly since that doesn't actually happen to anybody else.
yeah. Well, and this sort of plot move has happened in a lot of the other episodes. In Powder Keg, the blonde sister who's like, "Yeah, I'm getting out of town at the end." It's the same, right? But I
Mhm.
think this episode does it better. I think Sarah's a more interesting character,
Mhm.
who's situated in this plot more interestingly, I suppose. She actually has something to do, and she is a device for the plot rather than that other girl who's just a pretty blonde girl who happens to be around.
She's the sister. Yeah. And
Yeah.
this one, because she actually has and that's part of the point, isn't it? That all of her plot points relate to the men of the episode.
Hmm.
She's
Exactly.
only important for all of those things because that's their objective.
Yeah.
Is she's important to be held down because we need that element from her father. She's important to be um complicatedly romantically linked to Dorian because we need that for Dorian. By the end,
Yeah.
well, now it's Sarah's story, and we never see her again
That
because
sounds like a
she
terrible
off
made-for-TV movie.
gallivanting in the world.
Yeah. Good for her.
Uh, yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know where her training is or what she's I mean, she's gonna find out.
Considering
She doesn't know what she's capable of.
no, considering how jerked around she's been and how mutable she is from the influence of others, she could end up in a cult. You never know.
I like that for
Do
her.
you see it for her? I do
I
too.
do.
Yeah, me too.
Uh, or she'll be Mother God. She'll start
Some
her
little
own.
midsummer vibes, yeah.
She'll start her own. Uh, yeah, a good group of
hmm
castmates.
What do you think? Okay, so we talked about obviously the killer reveal is the dentist, the doctor, who has very little to do up until the end, the last 10 minutes or so of the episode. Do you think that's a satisfying reveal? Because it's the one thing in this episode that I kind of struggled with a little bit. I like the reveal, but there was also something like wanting. I wanted a little bit more out of
It's
it.
it's interesting that you say he doesn't have a lot to do because I think he does have a bit to do. I mean, he's there as a device to indicate about the jewelry, about
Yeah.
Jessica's pin, which introduces that element. And that's a little clunky, I
hmm
suppose. Him saying, "Oh, your pin's
That,
falling
yeah.
off," and her saying, "Oh, are you interested in jewelry?" Um, but we
It,
get that
yeah.
information through
I know
him,
we need that
and then
information, but
we see
where it
him
comes is so
again.
odd.
Yeah, we see him again at the tavern because then he sees the
hmm
necklace on Bobby. Um, we need to know these things. I think what it is he's part of an earlier mystery. He's part of the death of this young girl
hmm
because that's what the killing is a revenge.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it in that sense. I don't find it to be an out of nowhere, and it actually
No.
makes a lot of functional sense because that character needs to go to a dentist. So
Yeah.
he's there.
I like the logistics of it. I do like the logistics of it. I suppose maybe what I'm getting at is he's so poker faced throughout the episode that
Oh, he's broken.
I mean,
I
and that's what
think
he says at the end.
my
He's sort of going through the motions, which is why he doesn't react to anything throughout the episode, I
yeah,
suppose. And it makes
I
sense,
think that
but
explains it. I think
yeah.
it explains it. Personally,
Okay.
I think it actually uh having that information when you see him in earlier episodes, I'm sorry, in earlier scenes rather,
Yeah.
then it comes together.
Yeah.
And I find it satisfactory. I wouldn't say it's brilliant, but I find it at least satisfactory.
Yeah. Uh,
Would you have
it's
rather
sort
a
of
different killer?
no, I actually love that it's the dentist. I think, and I'm not sure if I'm thinking about the performance or the writing. And I think that is
That
that
could be it.
he's so even keeled in the scenes he's in that I really have no idea what his actual perspective is in any way until we get his flashback sequence in the end and we see him react to the things happening during that murder scene.
Well,
You know what I mean? And so he has like
what
a very
let's
docile quality about him
uh-huh.
that okay, I'm thinking like if I'm thinking of Lady in the Lake, the killer there is so unattached to everything that of course he comes back to be the killer. But during the episode, he has a personality. He has kind of a perspective and an idiosyncratic nature to him that makes him stand out in a way that, oh yeah, he's going to be the killer, right? This guy, it actually is kind of surprising when he comes around because he's so under the radar that I want him to have more of a personality, I guess, earlier on, other than like, oh, that's a nice piece of jewelry. Oh, look at that necklace. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
so, and I think in this case, it's so thin before he shows up at the end for his, what is it, denouement? Or,
Yeah. Do you think it was the showmakers worrying that it would be too obvious if he played it too
yes,
big?
that's my
Okay.
guess. Because again, I don't want to, I actually think he's a good actor in this. I think
You
he's
don't think it's
really
another Bert
interesting.
situation from
No.
Evangeline?
Right, I don't. It doesn't feel like that. I feel like this guy could do more, but the constraints of the mystery prevented them from letting him do more. And so when he shows up as the killer in the end, it's like, oh, yeah, all right.
I want to jump to the scene where he sees Bobby's necklace because I just want
Yeah.
to glance at how he does respond
hmm
because it is sort of a throwaway and you do forget about it, but then you're
Yeah.
like, oh right, that did happen.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you think of this necklace, by the way? The necklace in question.
It is it's fine. It's
It's a big,
functional.
gaudy piece of gold jewelry. So
It could
it's
be gaudier,
recognizable.
right? But it looks like it could have been made by someone, an amateur. Like,
Yeah.
sure, why not? So she's wearing here. He's sitting down. He sees the necklace. He looks at her. Look at his face. He looks confused. And then he's like, huh, so where
That's
did
a
that come
mighty handsome
from?
piece of jewelry. Yeah.
And his eyes go
Nate
up.
Finley.
He's smiling
He looks perfectly happy, right?
at ease. I wonder if that's the first glimmer of hope that he's had in a
He's gonna
number
figure
of
this out.
months.
Yeah.
And he looks at him because Barry Williams immediately comes in, and
Hmm.
we don't spend a lot of time focusing. Like, we don't glance at him. So, the camera doesn't linger on him.
Yeah, except for that terrible Sharpie tattoo.
Well, no, I meant on our dentist because
Oh,
he's.
sure.
I'm not seeing the wheels necessarily churning, but he looks interested, and
He's
yeah,
engaged, yes, but I don't know his perspective on anything that's happening. And that's probably, I mean, a good, because this is right before the murder happens, right?
a touch. And we're so distracted by the scuffle, the banter back and forth.
Hmm.
We don't. It would be weird if the audience lingered on the dentist
Yeah, I get it.
during any of
But even
this.
the way he
If
like
this was a
enters the
play,
scene,
then I would be looking at him because I would still be able to see him. You know what I mean?
sure. Yeah, absolutely. But even the way he enters this scene, Jessica orders a cherry Coke and she's like, "That's bad for your teeth." It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Why
I
does the
know.
dentist have to come in with a stupid line like so I get so okay, so I'm gonna say it. I think the writing of him, the writing for him is what is a little lacking. Not a lot. I think it's great otherwise, but can we
And I
can we give him
forget
something else to like be
to
other
do.
than like a nosy dentist?
No, I
Don't
had
eat that
forgotten that
cherry
he
Coke.
was directly in front of him during the scuffle. I had
Mm,
forgotten that that means that he said, "Come back to my office," not
he was
just
there.
he showed up at my office.
Yeah.
So I
He would have to
appreciated
say
that.
like, "Hey Nate, I can take you back and fix that for you right now," right?
Yeah, yeah. And knowing that he has decapitated a dead body and done all of this activity, when we see him next, he's working on Dorian's filling or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, because he doesn't break a tooth, he just jostled something.
Hmm.
He's still very tempered.
Very tempered,
Very yeah,
at
well, yeah.
ease.
What I don't know. It's almost like a weight should have been lifted, or he should be more nervous, but he's not. Because again, he's just sort of
Yeah. What
going.
is going
Yeah,
on in his head right now? Like,
I don't
anyway,
know.
yeah, just sort of my one little thing. I love the episode though. I think it's so much fun.
No, it's interesting. It's a good point. We talk a lot about killers' motivations and how they respond, whether or
Well,
not they're meant to be psychopaths.
and maybe part of it is that all the other characters in this episode feel very specific, and he doesn't. The other one
Hmm.
that's sort of a little bit more muted is the Charlotte character. Those two probably, see, those two exist in like a real world, and the rest of these folks
Hmm.
exist in this timeless place in the Sleepy Hollow, right? So maybe that's the incongruity that I'm feeling.
Hmm. Hmm. No, it's a decent point. I mean, some of the looking back at some of the episodes where the killer has a lot to do
Hmm.
in the episode after the murder, you can sort of see like, and they just went back to the party like nothing happened. What a fucking
Yeah.
crazy person.
Yeah.
Um, and we don't really have that with him because we just see him functioning
Yeah.
as a dentist. He doesn't have a life. He doesn't have any relationship to the school. So he's not going to be part of the money scheme, and he
Hmm.
doesn't have anything to do with Dorian per se. So he's not going to be around those scenes. Um,
His
so he's
closest link
still,
is Gretchen, who died, who was the daughter of the stable man at the school, right? So it's a very like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon way of
yeah,
connecting to this plot.
which it would kind of need to be because anyone too close to the situation
Yeah.
wouldn't, I mean, that it doesn't make any sense for anybody else to kill.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what is the, if everyone just kind of dislikes this person, the only thing that escalates is Dorian. And
Hmm.
if Dorian didn't do it, then it has to be some other thing that sparked this interest in killing them. People
Yeah.
don't just kill people because they're finally they'll just finally do it.
Yeah.
Now is the chance. No, this is the it has to be provoked. And if the only provocation is that,
Right.
oh, I wonder. So this moment here, when she walks into the stable, so we're looping back at about the 35-minute mark.
I wonder if you're
It
thinking the same thing I'm
reads,
thining.
I think it's the boathouse from Lady in the Lake.
Do
It
you
looks
think
like the
so?
boathouse. It looks
With the
like
cuckold chair? That
the
one?
door. The doors when she walks in. I'd have to look at those
Well, I
scenes
was
again. It looked a
wondering,
little
yeah.
restained, but
Well, see, I thought it looked like the stable in Dead Heat.
maybe it's all of these
It could
things.
all be the
Maybe it's
same,
all
right?
of things. So it has that distinctive window. I'll have to go back and see
Yeah.
if it matches. But
Okay.
yeah, now
Yeah.
as mid-season episodes go, good, distinctive. You know exactly what episode you're talking about when you say the Horseman episode. Sure.
If I were to sit down on a Sunday night in 1988 or whenever this first aired, 1987,
Hmm.
and this episode played, I would be delighted. I'd be like, thank
Yeah.
you. You gave me exactly what I showed up for. And again, like I said, the only thing that makes this not one of the best episodes is that sort of loose relation of the killer to the rest of the plot for me. Because in the next episode, right, like our
Hmm.
killer gets so much to do, and
Yeah.
that's
And
an
that's another
emotional
closed
episode
circuit
of the
episode because
show.
that's the plane episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I watched these two
Uh,
back to back, and so when I get the satisfaction of that killer being so juicy and fantastic, this feels a
mhm.
little short-changed for me.
It's just the means to an end because
Yeah.
the thrust of this episode is the genre.
Yeah,
That's what we're
it has
going
nothing
for.
to do with we don't really care, honestly, about this murder, only that we
No.
need to identify him because it's what the show
Yeah,
is
the
doing.
episode has to end. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to end
Everything
eventually.
else is really the star here. The genre nod, the big characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Well,
Love it.
partially because if Nate is the headless horseman and you kill the headless horseman, well, guess what? We don't have anymore.
A
The headless
killer.
horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not just a killer, but a threat. We don't have that.
Hmm.
The whole point of Sleepy Hollow is sort of like this impending doom. Once
Hmm.
you remove that doom, because we know who he is,
Hmm.
I mean, and we kind of know who it is in Sleepy Hollow too. I mean, depending on your adaptation, it's either going to be the dick who doesn't like
Brom
Ichabod,
Bones, right?
or or it's a supernatural creature.
Right.
So once we've established that this isn't reality, this isn't one of the supernatural episodes. It's not the vampire episode. It's not one of the witch episodes, which
Right.
dabble in
Little
supernatural.
occult, sure.
Yeah, or at least that being a possibility.
Hmm.
Um, since we know this is based in reality, that already is removed. So we have to adjust the genre accordingly, which is
Right.
where we then get into the school intrigue.
Hmm.
Um, which I mean, I appreciate the difference in it being a boys' school as opposed to, say, an adults' college or something like that, because we'll have many episodes like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about kids, so that element is already sort of meh to me.
Yeah.
And but
Well, and in
what
a
I like
way,
though is that it's just a means to get to the adults worrying
yeah.
about shit anyway.
And this episode does that really well by having the kids out of the way, except for a few
Hmm.
little rascals that sort of help us build the scene.
And then get out of the way
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff happens.
And
Yeah.
they're an effective
Yeah.
part of it too. Then they're sort of like wandering around in the dark, watching things happen. It really lends itself to the spookiness, the spoopy of the
Well,
episode.
it allows us as an audience to follow them because they have
Hmm.
something has to happen for us they have to be us because
Right.
Jessica's not seeing any of this shit.
Right.
Usually Jessica's the person that we are following
Hmm. But we need some
and Jessica
quiet
doesn't know
eyes
anything.
who know what's
Yeah.
going on here already before all this shit goes down. Yep.
So, well, I hope that things that ghosts can be laid to rest then because now we also have closure. We don't talk about the closure, but we also have closure for our Swedish man because now we know it's
Sure.
Nate Finley, so he doesn't have to
Hmm.
get a private investigator. He hopefully can say, okay, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
Thanks this other guy.
He didn't have to do the
Appreciate
killing.
that.
He just had to steal a little money. He's probably going to go to jail still, but
We don't know anything about the Finley family. I mean, he seems awfully
no.
cocky for someone who doesn't have means.
A
So I, I
vagabond,
have
yeah.
to wonder if that's gonna bite him in the ass.
Well,
Um,
Jessica shows up and ruins all these lives in her wake and then moves on to the next.
I
So
mean, he's sort of like
the
this
aftermath here
sexy,
would be
like
very interesting.
it's interesting you mentioned Lady in the Lake because he is something of a parallel to our boatman, right?
Hmm.
Our sort of our Johnny from Dirty Dancing, uh, but in a sleazier fashion.
Yeah.
In a sleazier fashion, but in a sleazy buttoned up denim kind of way too. He's not
Yeah.
slutty in the same way as our boatman, as our boathouse
Right.
boy.
He's not walking around in those short shorts.
No, but he's got those tight pants
Yeah. And he is
with
taking
his
that
lard bottom.
that flannel off in the dentist office, right?
It all comes together.
This
So,
is this is turning into a different movie here.
well, I appreciate that element. I appreciate that
Is
element.
it hot in here?
Um,
Is it hot?
so yeah, all things considered, like it's one of those episodes that sort of crumbles once you really not crumbles, but sort of you can see the edges
Yeah, yeah.
being a little tenuous
Hmm.
when you really it's not meant for that. This episode was not meant
No,
to be really boiled down in that way.
this is a romp.
So
This is a genre romp.
yeah. Yeah.
This honestly, this kind of brings me the same glee as Reflections of the Mind.
Mm,
You know what I mean? It
mm-hmm.
makes me feel
Mm-hmm.
happy and satisfied and like I got
Which
a
is
full
another one
meal of
that like
Murder,
if
She
you
Wrote, right?
really dig in, you're like, what?
It's a little messy and a little
Why?
thin, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, that's part of the fun of it, and that's
Hmm.
also why it's not a documentary.
That's right. Was right.
But I love how committed everybody is.
Hmm.
I do think everyone is very believable. Um, and yeah, I'm into it. I'm happy.
I'm
B
just
plus.
happy as a clam. A minus for me. A minus for me. Give my 91%.
Uh, well, and again, as I keep saying, and I will continue to, season three continues to experiment, play with things, and I think this is one of the more successful divergences that it makes.
Couldn't
So
agree more.
well
Yep.
done on that
Totally.
one.
Yep.
All right. Well, next episode we go on an international flight. So
We fly in first class, baby.
I love a closed circuit mystery, which is
Hmm.
satisfying. We also get the fabulous Kate Mulgrew that we will dig our teeth into, and a lot of surprises, fun red herrings. So
Hmm.
that's a good one too. So
Really
we'll do that
delivers.
one next. Do that one next. Great. Shall we call
Neat.
it an end?
I think so.
All right. Well, folks, thanks for listening, following along with us. As we said at the beginning, you feel free to comment and let us know what you're thinking. What you're thinking. Did this episode do it for you? Did you find it satisfying? Is Barry Williams satisfactorily enough lard-bottomed for you?
I think it could be
Lard-bottomed
more.
Barry?
Could be bigger. Can always be a little bigger. Barry.
Barry. Rita Bristol, you're gone but not forgotten. Well, I'm
Alrighty.
Victor Devon.
I'm petrified.
And this
And
was
this was tonight
tonight
on
on Murder, She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote. Ooh, so spooky.
Ooh, go to the dentist.
You know what? I think
The
every
true
episode of this
villain is
show,
cavities.
refined sugar.
Oh yeah, that'll
That's
rot
the
your
real
teeth.
tragedy here.
Don't drink that cherry cola.
Don't drink that cherry
Oh,
cola.
Jessica, don't have a party now.
It's gonna kill you. Also, I think every episode of Murder, She Wrote needs a decapitate. I can't believe I'm saying this. Needs a decapitation.
Every episode?
Every episode.
All right, jeez.
When didn't they when they revealed his decapitation, weren't you just like, no?
No, I don't think I was.
Well,
Yeah. Maybe
well,
every season. Maybe every season. Every episode seemed a little
okay.
much.
All right.
That was messy.
I'll agree
It's
to
also
that.
very hard to do a decapitation in a cozy mystery because
Yeah.
all of these, I mean, it's hard to do a gunshot in a cozy mystery. Like a lot of these episodes, you really have to suspend the murder scene because,
Mm-hmm.
again, when he stabs him with that
Oh,
dentist
quick
device,
cut. Quick cut. Yep. Should have
it
been blood all over
really
the
should
face.
have been. It should have been Sweeney Todd. It really should have
Yeah.
had like that, and not just Sweeney Todd. When Sweeney kills
Lift
him with
your
the with
razor. Yeah.
yeah, kills him with that razor sideways, not slits. He's stabbed. Like
Right
that's
in.
too much. Right in.
Cozy.